it didn't matter who he was with or what he was doing. He didn't make waves, you know? Unless he was telling me my butt was getting too big, you know? And then I go, I know, Dad, I'm trying to do something about it. But, you know, he loved everyone and everyone loved him, you know? You just never wanted to go shopping with him because he would read so many labels and talk to so many people. Even if he wasn't going to buy something, he was reading the labels. I don't know. I always wanted to be around my dad, you know. We went back and forth to Dad, to Mom, you know. We'd get in trouble and she'd send us to Dad's. And, you know, I do remember one spanking, and it was on my 16th birthday, and he had me over his lap. I was so embarrassed. He was spanking me in front of people. And, but it was fun too, yeah. Oh, my dad. I remember when I was walking down the aisle to get married, and he was walking me down the aisle, and he whispered in my ear, "It's not too late." Are you sure? You know, and that, I mean, like, you did that for me. You know, that wasn't about him at all. It was for me. That's how my dad was. He was the most loving person, and I couldn't always tell what he was thinking, but, you know, he was always a loving person, and I never want to forget my dad. We talked about everything. I mean, me and my dad, towards the end there, the last few years, I mean, we just became like best friends. Well, he was my best friend. I mean, because I could just tell him anything, and he told me anything too. Yeah. I remember one time he was trying to pull his diaper down, and I said, "Are you having a sweet dream there?" And he just smiled. No. But, you know, and we joked around a lot, and I don't know. My dad was just amazing. He was amazing. He didn't make waves, you know. If he was with someone, he was with them. You know, I never heard him talk a bad word about anybody, you know. And I used to say, you know, my dad just went through that, and, you know, he should be angry, you know. But he just wasn't, you know. And I learned so much from my dad, and I'm still learning things from him, you know. I'm still looking back and seeing those little times when he, you know, just let everything roll off his back, and, you know, and just loved. He was just pure love to me. So I found this plaque, and I got to read it to him about, I don't know if it was a month ago or 3 weeks ago or whatever. And it says, "To my dad," and this is how I feel. "If I could give you one thing in life, I would give you the ability to see yourself through my eyes. Only then would you realize how special you are to me. Thank you for believing in me more than I believe in myself. Thank you for your constant support, endless love, and for being my everlasting friend. I will always be your little girl, and you will always be my greatest hero. Love, the one who needs you till the end, your daughter." He was just amazing. Like I said, I'm still learning from him, you know. He was a handsome dude. He was a big flirt. And, yeah, and he talked to everybody, you know. Everybody like they were friends and family. And I guess I kind of got some of that from him. So I thank my dad for that. You know, at the end there, you know, because I live in Hemet, I'm going back and forth. I'm seeing my mom. I'm helping Stephen a little bit, but I started to think, you know, because I have a troubled son at home. Like, oh gosh, I've got to get home. You know, I got all kinds of stuff to do at home. And then I was feeling guilty about wanting to leave, feeling guilty about staying. And then when it happened, I just went, thank you, God, I know why I was here. Because when he passed, my brother and I were there with him. He got to pass at home. And, man, I just, you know, I just love that. And I love the way he went because he was sort of peaceful when he went. I'm so grateful to God. So grateful that he gave us my dad. I mean, that is huge to me. I'm so glad and grateful that I'm still honoring him and I'm still learning from him. And that's God things to me. I'm so overwhelmed with gratitude that God gave me this life. Even without my dad, he gave me a great life after I screwed it up. But, you know, the cherry on the top was having my dad and just being able to be with him. And one more thing, I want to thank my son for that great sermon. I love you, son. That was amazing and special. And I want to thank my brother who is so organized, but he doesn't think he is. And he has done so much for my dad that he's just a blessing. He is one of my favorite people, you know, my brother, my dad. And I want to thank you all for sending prayers and love. And, you know, I just want to ask you guys just to continue to love, you know. Don't come from fear. Just do what my dad did. Come from love. And with that, I'll close. Thank you.
I'm trying to stop the camera. I'm definitely going to take this thing back, though.
Anybody else?